Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mystic MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. All right, so I'm on my Templar, making my new build for PvP. My Magplar. This is not my Stamplar. This is my Magplar. And unfortunately, I need this ultimate. Bad. There's only one way to get this ultimate. That's know how, and if you're new to the game, you're going to have to do the main story quest. It's optional. Everything in this game's optional. I will reintegrate that. It's optional. But literally, you will end up going, you'll do it if you need that ability. And for this build, I need that ability. And same thing with like Sigic Order, or you're going to do that stuff too. You know, some of the coolest stuff is locked behind content that once you do it, you're like, oh, please, do I have to go do it again? Yes, in some cases, you do. The goal of this game is for you to get to your build point. Everything else on top of it is just icing on a cake, right? That's pretty much about the gist of it.
It is good to see you again.
It is. Yes. Spoilers in this video if you haven't played. So if you don't want to watch the main story, you know, don't watch. I'll skip a lot of it. So if you want to like pay attention to dialogue or whatever, that's fine. I've done it like sometimes. I have around 40 tunes total, something like that, 38 something on all platforms, across all platforms. So I'm usually kind of like numb to this by now. Whatever.
You. And he's still alive. You don't.
Yes, Lyris,
Do my
let's
best.
go. This is actually a good story. So it is, but what's like I said, once you play it like so many times, you're just like, And that's my goal today. That I gotta get skill points and
I just don't even beat them anymore.
I'm leveling skills. Oopsie.
This can't be. Looks like
So this is my going to be my duplicity build.
my parents.
Actually, it's taking an old build I had,
My mother died in
redoing it
childbirth. My father
slightly.
was distant. Cold.
So we'll see how it all pans out.
Never
Soul
saw
Shatter is usually one of the most underrated ultis in the game.
Father?
I like it in PvP
Is that you?
on Magplars, especially with the set I'm running. And then on top of it,
Bastard! Die like the monster you are! Who are you?
now in this build I will go with the 2H, just because when I dive in, I can't get,
My mother died.
you know,
in
whatever.
Moonlight.
Typically I used to use a
It's my
lightning
fault.
staff,
I should never
but the
have
way
been
I've
born.
designed this one, I'm going to be using degen and toppling. So the 2H sword is going to be really good for this with sharpened trait. We'll get some benefit from the light armor passive, obviously,
I thought you blamed me.
which is going to be good.
You couldn't even look at me, Papa.
Do
So
you not see? When I looked at you, I saw her face.
we'll be pushing up.
I loved her, child, just as I love you. more than life itself.
There's Zer's on.
Change the past, nor should we
So I'll be
cling to
pushing
it.
up
We
around,
must
by the time
not
I'm
let
done,
these feelings
28k
Let them go.
and
Let me go.
38,000 max magicka. 28,000 health is where I want to be at with this. I have to rearrange a few things because also,
gone.
I actually, like I
get
said,
out
I
of
might
here.
end up getting, yeah, about 38,000 max magicka. I'll have to sacrifice almost
Place is
a little over
labyrinth of
1,000.
hopelessness built to compound the misery of those who labor here.
Because I also need to retrade one jewelry for recovery because I'm a high elf, but that spell damage stack is where I want to be at, so.
Did you get all the pieces?
Yeah, I stashed them in the footlockers all around camp. I bet the commander makes her run 50 laps this time.
Alright. Last trunk. Like,
Excellent. I'm ready.
you know, the whole thing, I always wondered, like, if she was captured, why wasn't she soul shriven?
Watch your step. All the mining has made these tunnels unstable. Abner Thorn, you traitorous
Yeah.
I should have expected to find you here.
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me. You betrayed us all and went back to licking Manny Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you.
Yeah, see?
Be warned. Cold Harbor will not give it up easily.
It's good to have you. Oh, it's good to have you back. Are you thirsty for Daedric blood, old friend?
Yeah. Oh, come on, man. We did it. Yo, Bam. Break this. Son of a bitch. You got your axe. Come on.
Abner Thorn, you traitorous.
What the fuck?
I should have expected to find
Oh my god.
Don't be a fool, Titan.
No.
Warriors are
No.
like steel.
Come on.
When you lose your temper,
You don't.
lose
You already
your
did this.
You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Manny Marco's boot
Get
before
that
the
buzz,
smoke
Bills.
cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned.
Come on.
Cold Harbor will not give it up easily.
Is that? Sure, Bones, it is. Vestige, that's my battle axe.
All right. Yes.
Stand back. No damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now.
Kick it. Yeah. Way to go. Way to go. Let's go.
So many Daedric beasties, so little time. We need to keep moving. Did you hear that? It sounded like... No. It couldn't be. Sai, what's happened to you? What have they done?
I have no idea.
Lyris, I can see you. Are you really there?
Sai, it's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
I don't know. They're torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards! That was no trouble. We need to tell...
Always check trunks for lockpicks.
The quicker we find you...
Just oh, not really. Check her into whatever else you want to do. I usually just stick to the trunks. That's pretty decent. Whatever.
Something's wrong. All the doubt. Fear.
Whatever.
Weakness. It's all coming back. I have to push through this. Let's go.
Cheesecake.
Stand hard, defend us. It's the source of all my fears. I can hear it whispering to me, taunting me. You did it. The voices are whispering.
You're gone. Hopefully I can complete it. There's this bug that wouldn't let you continue there for a minute, so I like to get this out of the way today.
Chan, are you all right?
Yes, Prophet, I'm fine. The vestige freed my mind from the Daedra's control.
Thank the Divines. Your loss would have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least. Prophet, Manamarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
You brought Lyris, and she will need time to... What did he say? Then we must locate... I just saw it in my vision.
Damn it.
What did he say?
No. Damn it.
Did he? I just saw it. Perhaps it was simply arrogance.
Perfect. Yes. Nice thing about level 50, you know, it was designed to scale with certain levels, but once you hit your max, you can just go do it. Go back to, like, wherever your main city is, near the harborage. He'll appear again, and then you pretty much just rinse and repeat, you know? And trust me, after you do it on one character, you're less likely to do it on the other. Before one Tamriel, the only way to progress through other areas was to do these storylines, man. And you had to. So, like, probably 8 of my tombs at one time had done this.
There you are, Vestige. Come to the harborage. We must
Go
speak.
here, go back. We go back. It's worth skill points too, so that's kind of a nice thing. You know, for the 2H, I don't need all of those passives. I don't need all these passives. The forceful would be a good one to have, but I don't need balance blade. I'm not using 2H abilities. You can. This one's okay. You know, it is follow up definitely, and battle rush if you want it for mag. But the biggest one is just the heavy weapons. You know, just that's the biggest one you're gonna want to, you know, have if as a mag tune, especially if you're using for PvP. So. Like I said in the past, I use lightning staff for my jabs, but
If it is true.
all right. Kind of back and forth moments during this process.
Since the war, let me think. He was heading toward.
Nothing else.
I'll feast on your blood.
What is the meaning of this? This is Abner Tharn. Yes, you're. How dare you? Correct me? Are you? Of course I am.
You, get away from that.
All right. There's a bunch of good characters to meet in the game. They'll be reoccurring. So I do encourage people, if it's your first time playing Elder Scrolls, you know, play through some of the storylines, because it gets you familiarized with what's going on in the game, and there's lore in the game too. So if you're an Elder Scrolls fan of other titles, there's Easter eggs littered throughout this game. Some of them are harder to come by than others, but there are a lot of great Easter eggs. You know, so I always feel like they could add more, you know, tidbits and tie-ins, you know, to, you know, because this is like a prequel, technically, for those titles. So sometimes I wish they would have, you know, incorporated, you know, like a little bit of a synopsis almost to the, you know, little things to come, how this era eventually affects what's going to happen. So sometimes I wish that would be the case more, but...
Hold a moment. I heard you... Didn't the prophet tell you? I don't know where to start. There's so much. We were chosen by Emperor Varen to join. I know it's a lot to take in.
Alright. So, like I said, a lot of skill points too. You're going to get a lot of skill points just doing this. And that's really invaluable, especially when you're building. Later down the line, when you become, you know, you're not having to have everything on a main tune, and you have, you know, you're just making alts for specific purposes, whether it be for PvE or PvP, whatever, or even crafting, whatever have you. The biggest thing about it is you'll be able to be more aware of, like, okay, I can pick up skill points here, I'll need these abilities there, and you'll be able to, like, you know, nitpick which content at that point, you know.
Fog has lifted, Vestige. The path before us has been revealed.
You can skip and which ones you're going to need for that specific content over what you're trying to accomplish. In this case, I need my Soul Shatter for this build. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I need it. So, you know, and it's amazing. I used to love people watching them block as they melt when I had a build almost identical to this, slightly different. But they would just, like, start, like, you know, holding block, hoping to, you know, not, you know, get smoked. And sometimes, once in a while, if they dropped their heal and they blocked in time, they could live through it. But a lot of times, especially Blades, I love it because Blades can't cloak during it, and they're immune to being able to cloak for 3 seconds or something after it fires. So they're not running away. They're not. They're really not.
Khan is quite correct. We have little choice in the matter.
They're pretty much dying.
How can we possibly trust him?
You can get away with about 28k on this build on health. You know, I used to run about 24, 25, a little squishy back then, but the damage I dealt was really significant. But I did have a nice amount of resistance, and once again, that's why I use this setup, because people are going to ask, well, you can get sets to deal more damage. Absolutely, you can, but I want the best of both worlds. I want some damage, and I also want the ability to survive. So, resistance in PvP is very, very, very... It's important. It's a must-have. Okay. Where's that stupid captain? All right, over here.
Intruders!
I don't.
That might be our best chance to get inside.
All right, now. Yep. What? Okay. That's my controller sensitivity. Something's weird, but
I like it. Onward!
no. What the?
High steps.
If anybody wonders why I have all this other stuff on the bar, I'm leveling it. Pretty much.
Don't worry, this will get you inside with a minimum of fuss. This should do it.
Good for the breakdown.
There you are. I understand.
Sir Cadwell came through again. That crazy knight is starting to grow.
Oh no, hear me out. How many thorns does it take to rule an empire?
You, hurry up. The worms are on the move.
Yeah. I'm going.
Here's a...
Not the most glamorous task, is it? It's freezing in here. At least that means the body parts won't smell as bad. I'm not going near the city butcher for a while, I'll tell you that much. I can't imagine how the worms get used to this.
Perfect. Now we come in here and ta-da!
Not very big, is it?
Oh,
well.
move.
Now,
Where's
cast the ritual from the book.
It's not very big, is it?
We'll make a necromancer of you yet.
They removed that line. They removed it? Shut up, for real?
You're not far now. Through the door and to the summit.
Pretty generic, whatever. Oh, there's something in there. Doesn't look good.
There he is.
Begone, insufferable worms. I'm working as fast as I can.
Now, Tharn. No telling my secrets. Go to your room, Abner. I will deal with you shortly. Ah, dear Lyris. Your old position at the Foundry is still available. We'll even give you your own set of unbreakable chains. And you, the thorn in my side, the pebble in my shoe. How strong are you? Shall we test your limits? Infuriating. The process drains the energy from most victims, yet you keep fighting. Your strength surprises me. But how much more can you take, I wonder?
Marco, you dare attack the Chancellor of the Elder Council? His power wanes, Vestige. Strike him down while his attentions are on me.
He's dead! There's no way he lived through that.
Suffering will be legendary.
He will not. We certainly...
You must be the ugliest princess ever rescued from a tower, Tharn.
I'm shocked your lack of education and repeated blows to the head haven't dulled your wit, Titanborn.
Hello again. Need a way out? I'll have that open in just a moment.
Keep moving. I'm right.
Okay, it's one. Come with you? Well, that's...
Yeah, sure. The more the merrier.
Into the chute. Come on.
Quickly! I've opened another portal. Hurry!
Yeah. See how far we can get. Hopefully I can just do the whole thing. There was this one part where I think I was like 2-3 stories down and it just froze. It was just like I was like, what the fuck, yo?
Now.
What?
We'll see.
You son of a bitch!
You son of a bitch. Simon, nice damage. What sets? What sets? Okay, let me go ahead.
He's done nothing but lie to us from the beginning.
The sets I'm going to be utilizing is Soulshine.
Please.
Soulshine on a Templar is really good.
Yes, I did.
So we get the max magicka, we get the spell critical, we get spell damage, activating ability with a cast. That's the most important aspect with this build. Or channel grants you 352 spell damage for 5 seconds. So we're going to be utilizing what? You know, when we take a look, we're going to be utilizing our puncturing sweep.
Until now, you've only
That's a
known
channel.
as the prophet.
We're going to be using our Radiant Destruction. That's a channel.
Aquilarius.
We're also going to be utilizing Soul Shatter, and that's a channel. So 3 abilities that are going to be keep this set uptime 100%. Now, the secondary set we're going to utilize now. It's very important to understand that in your Dawn's Wrath, your Radiant Destruction scales off of what? When you morph this, it's going to scale max magicka. So the secondary set we want to utilize for this is going to be Alfiq, all max magicka. We want to scale our finisher at insane amounts, and then of course we're going to use Zahn. So that's going to give us a little bit of extra spell critical. So we're going to run a 3 heavy, 4 light configuration. Now, there are other sets that deal more than Soulshine, but Soulshine's a heavy set. Yes! So Soulshine gives me survivability with damage. It has a spell critical. We want to utilize the Zahn on top of that. We'll put the inner light. We'll be around a 30% critical rating. And you do want some crit with the Templar due to its passives in Adric, which you get a critical damage modifier by 10%. So we do want some crit. We don't want to, put a lot into it, obviously for PvP. So we'll be 30% critical rating, which is fine. We'll have a nice survive damage set, and we're going to have that max scale factor. We'll be also rest on the back bar, so we'll have a duplicity roll. So we have a damaging with the 2H. Resto, we're going to be utilizing the Vat Train Resto. Why? Because sustain is going to be a hard thing on this build. Force Siphon, the morph to it, is really delicious with the Tither. I mean, seriously, it's amazing. Add this along with Living Dark. So we're going to get Rune Focus. That's going to give us our minor mending. We're going to have our rapid regen, so we can heal our party members on top of dealing a shitload of damage. So this is duplicity. So this is what we're going to be doing for the duplicity setup. And to me, that's kind of important. I'm sorry I didn't see your guys' comments prior. I don't have a dual monitor. Hopefully, if my channel grows beyond some point at some time and I can afford it, I can do it. Right now, I cannot afford to do it, so that's why I always have to minimize my screen. I apologize for that. But yeah, Soul Magic 3. Boom, baby. So the biggest thing about this is for what we're trying to accomplish is just keep, you know, survivability up, do damage, you know, and if we need to, work as like a healer, we got that capability. But we're going to be able to maul people too. I'm not even going to worry about the chest. But that's why I like this build. I had a similar build in the past. And like I said, I love to when people try to block with Soul Shatter on them. I'm like, you're dead. Just die. Now, there was a few cases, where they throw their heal and they throw their block and they'd survive it. Most of the time I could just go ahead and I could just kill them afterwards. But there was a few players that, you know, would stick close to a building. I wasn't paying attention where I was firing it. They lost behind, so after they recovered through it, I was like, shit balls. But once Soul Shatters, usually, especially blades are smoked. They're dead. If I get a Soul Shatter on a blade, they're toast. They can try to hide. They can try to do whatever. No matter of fact, the more they don't block, the faster they croak. Because I already got the degen dot on them.
I'll have his heart.
Incognito, Tharn. Nice. Yes.
If I can endure Titanborn.
Yeah.
Don't sound so smug.
All right, whatever. But yes, the Soul Shatter is a must-have on this build. It's a must. And for PvP, it's just good. PvE, I use it in PvE, believe it or not. So I have a PvE Magplar. I used to run a PvE Magplar build. I love when content creators are like, oh, Magplar sucks. I'm like, quit building them the same. Please stop that. And I use Soul Shatter on my single target, bar. And that thing is just, I got it up to like 90,000 on PTS recently. And like, this thing is just blowing because I run dots. So the whole thing is I'm running a complete, dot setup. So all my dots would be laid down. And then when you run your dots, right, you can afford to use it because it's a channel effect. So typically what we're accustomed to seeing, where in the heck is this? Oh, I gotta go to the grotto. I love how this map just kind of just whatever. Okay. But once you get your dots laid down, right? Then you go ahead. Now, that's the one thing, like, I think most people don't realize how dot builds work in MMOs. Like, in World of Warcraft, Warlocks on a traditional parse or whatever would deal less, but in a content-rich environment, it pulls out more in the back end because of what we call phase mechanics. And we'd always have a dot runner because of phase mechanics. Because dot's still firing. So at the end of now, I wish they would give us a real group parser so the content creators who do this content could see it for themselves. But what ends up happening during phase mechanics or mechanics that you typically, and it should still apply to the rule, is usually dot dealers will throw out more long durated damage over the entire party due to the mechanic. Due to phase mechanics. But on content like Sunspire, where the dragons are airborne, that rule wouldn't apply because for some reason dots are completely cut off. So those mechanics typically aren't associated in the same context. When I'm talking phase mechanics, I'm talking about AoE or environmental that everybody has to block. Like, think of Hellra. You know, when he's firing and everybody's blocking, nobody can deal damage to him, right? Except any dots that are applied are still being dealt. So that's what you want to typically... Hold on. Might... No. Don't need to go in that cave. But that's what's typically associated when I'm talking about phase mechanics. Same thing in Rift. We did that in Rift as well. Always had a dot runner on phase mechanic. And then usually at the end of the run, they're the ones to pull out the most DPS. Due to the factor. Might not be upfront top end DPS, but overall duration of the entire segment or fight, it prevails. It's consistent. And that's how they're designed initially, even with from conception.
King of worms.
And then with the channel effects, we have degen running up on this, gives us our major sorcery. So when we blow our soul shatter, it deals a ton of damage over our short duration. We're getting the proc from the soul shriven, and then on top of it, we're getting you know, the ability. Now, cleanses are real in PvP. I wish we would have more accessibility like potions. That's how I kind of feel about it, but... Now, proc sets did take a hit. But in this scenario, we don't need it to be top end anyways, for what we're planning on doing.
Stay down, filth. You are in the presence of a Tharn.
We just need it for the simple fact of tapping it over. That's only why we're going to use Zon on this build. So when we're on top of them, especially blades, unless I have the channel, they can stealth out. Well, you know, most of the time. The Tither and Zon will prevent stealthing. I like Earthgore, or not Earthgore, Jesus. Grothar. I used to run Grothar on it, nice little radius, keep me inside the pocket, AoEs, I liked it for that.
Exploiting its power to bring about the calamity of our age. It made me aware of the
Oh, missed it. I gotta go back.
to mend the tear in the barrier between Nirn and Oblivion.
Alright.
Fixes that which must. The Red Guard's iron will cannot be
He knows of our
overcome
plan
with
to use
standard
the amulet to
interrogation
set things right.
techniques.
We must rescue
Physical
Sai-Sahan before he can be
appear to
broken.
useless. I have therefore instructed the Daedra to move Sai-Sahan into the halls of torment. The Duchess will be most pleased to have a new guest. His flesh is strong, but perhaps her tortures of the mind will break him.
Once level 50, if someone switched to a tank, will he be able to kill stuff quickly to keep questing and do the zones? Tanks have usually a harder problem doing some delves. So the new companion system is really good for that. So let's say you want to go with the tank. You want to convert to a tank build, but you still want to keep questing. Your companion is going to be really good for that. So I think in that essence, or what I would suggest, configure your stats for tanking. So you would build your stats for tanking, but have a damage setup, like a damage set. So if you have a secondary set, just for the purpose of content like that, you could have your dungeon setup that you typically run for dungeons and trials. And even as a tank, you want to have multiple accessibility to different sets if you're going to do PvE content. Why? Group configurations. I do recommend going to the Tank Club because he does cover, I believe, content in having multiple sets due to different party configurations. And it's true. That's absolutely 100% accurate. So he has a lot of great content for tanks, for having, different sets that you want to have accessibility to. Why? Because you want to be able to configure based on the secondary tank, and if you're running a trial, or your primary build if you're going to run dungeons. Now, also, if you have a damage set, you can configure most of those sets like just for stamina or magicka, depending on your damage, your primary damage source. So you just slot on those sets, and now you can do delves and storyline content without having to worry about stat adjustment into your attributes. So I always suggest go into the attributes, adjust the attributes how you would typically run for, I don't even know why I went here, I got to go back to Davin's watch, but so that you can have your tank set up and then just put on DPS gear. You can usually use sets like Night Mothers if you need penetration. You can use sets like Huntings. Little simple sets like that with a secondary, usually you'll get through storyline content without having to rebuild your character if you're a tank. So that's what's really nice. It just amplifies a little bit, and it goes a long way.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
Okay. Talk to Veranak Valerius. Why does the icon keep switching? Sometimes, man, I'm telling you. I knew I had to go back to the Harvard, but for some reason the icon went in Davin's watch. But yeah, so that's probably the best way. There's really a couple, like I said, the Tank Club is really good. He's amazing when it comes to like saying, okay, if you're going to play this tank, these are really strong sets for dungeons in this scenario, but in trial scenario, you're still going to want these sets. And he's going to lead you in the right direction, regardless of what tank type you're going to go. And there's a lot of content creators I don't promote because they only funnel in one direction, and they limit the accessibility content to their audience. And I think the Tank Club though is great because he does address every tank. So literally, if you're a tank and you're questioning, okay, what sets should I need? If he doesn't have DPS sets that you could setups for trials, for questing, not trials, for questing. Of course, he has trial setups. For questing, I always make the recommendation: use a crafted set, easy accessible, like Night Mothers or Huntings. Grab a secondary set, something that whatever. Configure it all towards your max. If you're a mag, go Juliana's, for example. If you're more mag and tank, go with the set like Juliana's. If you're spammable as mag base. If you're spammable stand base, go with sets like Night Mothers or Huntings, and then you can just play through the content without having to worry about reconfiguring attributes. That's the best way I would make the recommendation. And I do like promoting other content creators because I feel there's so much going on in this game. There is so much going on in this game. Not every content creator can cover everything, and that's a hard thing. And there are content creators out there that have guides that are like Zionode. Zionode has a lot of walkthrough content. So mechanic wise, if you're worrying about how to do mechanics, Zai's channel gives a lot of coverage when it comes to mechanic operations. And, of course, he's got builds, of course. So I always tell people there are content creators out there for everybody in this game. And, I do promote other content creators. I don't think it, there's tons of content creators that lend that to the community.
Yes, I see. And you are the most qualified. Why? abilities, or is it simply the unrequited puppy love you feel for that shirtless mammoth? You look perplexed. Did he? A very...
Go with Abner. Save Sai Sahan from the whole...
Save Sai. Now, I think it's after this quest that I had problems.
Keep an eye on Tharn.
And we'll see. Hopefully this isn't the case. Hopefully I'm just able to continue. Because, you know, this is a drawn out process as is. And I would hate to have to do side stories to progress to what only thing I need.
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
Man, I thought I was going to be able to dodge roll that through that. A lot of it you can just skip through.
What's this? It looks like me.
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
What in damnation is going on here? I'll gut you like a fish with your own sword. Slice them to ribbons.
How touching. Your friends are here to save you. Pity they arrived too late.
Yeah.
Time for your next round of torture. You'll enjoy this one.
Well, that was...
We appear to have some unwanted visitors in the hall. Let's make this go well. Your friend always had the opportunity to free himself. All he needs to do is reveal the location of the amulet, and you can all be on your merry way. Enjoy your visit. You'll never leave the halls of torment alive.
Just tell me where the amulet is and we can get together for...
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
By the time I'm done, I'll be able to get almost, I think, between 6 and 5k spell damage. Somewhere around there.
Intruders. They're after the
So,
amulet.
like I said, it's a far cry from like having 6-5 for the Zon proc, but I don't need Zon to be at its full potential.
Destroy them quickly.
Always check the trunks, get your keys, or lockpicks, I mean. Lockpicks are very, 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 very nice.
If I can't give you my heart, I'll give you theirs. And still breathing.
Come on. Alright.
I'll deal with them. You'll be safe here, my love.
Too late. Once again. Come, my cat. Time for your next step.
Alright. Looks good.
don't get many visitors in the halls of torment, but there's always
I can see
room
why.
for a few more permanent residents.
Bullshit.
Such tenacity, such ambition,
Oh,
such
fire.
bravery. Such a pity we're going to skin you alive and feast on your intestines. Fools! Time is meaningless in the halls of torment. Whether it takes death or 1,000 years, Saisahan will be broken.
No, I don't want that, but whatever. So, as a newer player also, like I said, lock picks are very invaluable. You will be picking a lot of locks, more than what you anticipate. That's why I do make the recommendation, loot these trunks.
Wouldn't you, Sai?
Have I been here 2 years? Or 2,000 years?
Who dares to defy the Duchess of Anguish? I will tear out your heart.
Don't worry, Sai. We're here.
What death do you prefer, mortal? Slow and painful or quick and painful?
Quick and
I
painful?
think I'll kill you quickly, then resurrect you and kill you slowly.
No, thank you.
An eternity of agony. It will be glorious.
Man, she's got a fetish.
Sai's in pain. Release his bonds, quickly.
The Emperor? My strength.
You have done it, Vestige.
Yes.
Bring him through the portal quickly.
I think it's the quest after, like, you find out, and then you're like, it just, I think you have to hit bugs or something. I'm like, what is this? Is this new or something? I hope that's not the case. I really do.
Saisahan, the mines of Sai locked the end.
All right, Sai, how you doing? I know.
I
Rough.
owe you my life.
That's
Strangers. I hid the end. I will try. The path ahead of us is a dark one.
all right. So hopefully it's not the next quest. I'm keeping my fingers crossed here. Like I said, I think the content's good in this game. The story, you know, it doesn't have to be. I always have to reintegrate. This doesn't have to be on the level of something like Final Fantasy. You know, this is an Elder Scrolls game. The lore's here, and to me, lore goes a long way, right? You know, there's people. It's what it brings up conversations, right? Speculation, a lot of really cool things. Okay, come on. Where is it? There it is.
Ah, there you are. Come. We must talk.
Yes, I know. Oh man.
An old friend, Kasu. She was my first.
Okay,
I'll
so we
open
did
a
find out
portal
that
to
he's Baron
hasten your
Aquilarius.
journey.
We've just been skipping the dialogue. Sweet. I think we're going to be good to go. I think we're going to be able to actually complete all of this. Unlock the Soul Shatter. It's important. It's just that important to have on this build. Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
It is strange to return to these mountains.
Yeah.
Memories of youth flood.
It's all good. It's all good, man. Let's go.
Each one bringing its own sorrow or its own smile.
I'm totally with it.
We've been here less than
I
5
feel it.
minutes, and
What is
Sahan
this?
is already getting
The abbey
maudlin and
burns.
weepy.
Quickly, we must find Kasura.
So much destruction.
Yeah. Oh my God, she's
Could have won
hiding.
this.
I'm afraid I've seen this before. Keep an eye skyward, Titanborn.
Yeah, totally.
Sai Sahan. Intruders. Cultists. They attacked the Abbey. So many of my students have fallen.
The abbey is in ruins, Kasura. How could they?
Gigantic beast. Like nothing I've ever seen. Cultists.
Gigantic
They're
beast.
opening rifts to oblivion.
Save your strength, Kasura. We will make them pay. I promise you.
What do you think? Trap?
It's only a trap if you don't know about it. I assume everything is a trap, therefore, it's a challenge.
In the name of Molag Bal, come forth and destroy his enemies! Heed me, Daedric minions, and obey!
Come on.
Hosts of Oblivion, come forth and feast.
Is it gonna let me do it? It did. I didn't even need to friggin' fight him.
Sai Sahan and company at last. My pet has been waiting for you.
Where is it?
Here it comes.
Oh snap.
How many more of your friends must die, Sai Sahan? Where is the Amulet of Kings?
Alright. What? Yeah. I'm ready.
Follow me. The hidden entrance will not be obvious. Why would a crypt need a secret entrance?
It's a wonder there's an unplundered crypt in all of Skyrim. You Nords could learn a thing or two from the builders of Hammerfell.
Perhaps Hammerfell could also teach Nibene the virtue of good manners.
Alright.
And I shall be.
Yeah, we're ready.
Tread lightly. Few living have been permitted to walk among these honored dead.
Okay. Where?
The ring is yours.
Okay, cool. Should I have an
I knew you
icon?
would lead
Gonna
me to the ring eventually. Give it to me.
give it to me.
Give me the ring, and I might spare your pathetic lives.
We struck down your Titan and we'll strike you down soon enough.
The Titan was a prelude of what's to come if you continue to defy me.
Defy you? Your delusions of godhood are laughable, you ignominious corpse herder.
Very well, then. I'll simply take the ring from your corpse.
next time you hide something from the most powerful necromancer in all of Tamriel, you might reconsider hiding it in a bloody tomb.
Souls of my ancestors, I will avenge Manamarco's blasphemy! May the blessings...
Okay, where the hell did Sai go? What the... Talk to Sasha? What the... What? And then now talk... You know what? Let's just go. What the f... Yo, man. Yo, I can't talk to Sai if he's not here. Yo, Zoss, man. Did Sai Sahan get stuck behind one of these buildings fighting? Oh my god.
I'll stay with...
We've done it.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. You know, you can't make it up. I swear to God, you cannot make it up. Oh my god. Yo, Zoss, we got technical difficulties. Anybody want to throw me a fucking bone? Days like this. Yo, Sai, you in there? With the dead? Did you get buried under some of the rocks or some shit? I saw him, and now he's gone. He'll be remembered for the short time that we had him. Yes. There are bugs in this game. Yeah. A few. Alright. Maybe I just have to go out the back door. There's a back door, I think. Let's hope. I don't know. Isn't there a door here or something? Shit balls. Come on, man. Jesus. Alright, let's try this. Do a quick log back in. I don't know if it'll fix it. I don't know. This, oh God. The pain is real. 1 second, too. If that makes me do it again, I'm gonna cry. What? It's great. Amazing. All right. That's awesome. Thank you. Oh, hey, Sai. It worked. Now the door's here. Oh, yeah, the portal's here. Great. Awesome. We fixed it. We unburied him with a quick log. Thank God I just didn't have to do it over again. Yes. Hey, Varen.
In my mind's eye, I witnessed the Titan's assault.
Should be getting close to morphing some of these, hopefully. So we need this morphed. That's going to be close. And we need Rune Focus morphed. And we're going to need Panacea morphed. Why not Remembrance? Okay, so one of the things is Remembrance is a pretty good... Like, I use it on my Stamplar. But I do not use it on my Magplar. Because I use Resto. Panacea has a very low cost. It applies... The morph applies multiple effects. And it definitely will save. Like, anytime I go Destro Resto on PvP builds, I 8 out of 10 times I use Panacea. I still remember when there wasn't weapon alties. So when we got our weapon alties, it was really good. I feel a few could be adjusted on both PvP and PvE to make it a little bit more viable. But, you know, the Resto staff is definitely a really good one.
Meet me at the harborage. We are ready to reclaim the amulet.
Especially for PvP. It's amazing for PvP. So, PvE can be good too. I really do enjoy the Resto ulti. Destro too. Destro was a really good one as well. So... the one I'm getting right here is most people don't even think about utilizing Soul Shatter. Most people don't even think about it, and I'm like, you know, it's for the cost. If you have a dot build, it's one of the highest hitting. You know, for a Magplar, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer if you're running your dots right. If you're running a dot setup right, it's a no-brainer.
And so we've come for. It is in the mountain.
I have my lord, the catacomb.
Let's go. Yeah. We're so close. I think we got 2 more missions or something. Yeah.
You could have hidden that amulet anywhere in Tamriel, and this was your first choice?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Brilliant. Why is it that the people with the most ridiculous ideas are always the ones who are most certain of them?
Shut up,
Shut
Thorn.
up, Thorn.
What brings you to Sacred Tor, old friend? Looking for an amulet, perhaps?
And Marco, how did you find this place?
Do you really think I'd allow you to escape the halls of torment if I couldn't track your every...
Oh my god, I did an evil laugh when he did it. Oh my god.
Metamorphos!
Oh, yes. It's a trap.
Where is the Amulet of Kings? My master, Molag Bal, demands it.
Your master, please. You would use the amulet to betray Molag Bal.
Fool! When I ascended, you could have been at my right hand, Tharn. Instead, you chose to align yourself with mongrels and imbeciles. Now, you'll die with them.
You won't get away with this. Do you really think you can betray a Daedric prince?
With the Amulet of Kings, all things are possible. Nations will tremble and bow before me. I will be a god!
And the Amulet of Kings will never be yours. It is protected by a ward of the Divines.
You mean your ward of Stendar, god of merciful forbearance, patron of gutless, law-abiding dimwits? It won't even slow me down.
Well, if it didn't slow him down, why didn't he get it to begin with? He knows a lot for not being, having it. I don't know.
Have no fear, Snow Lily. I am Redguard. We are like mountain bamboo. Through that gate lies the Crypt of Heroes.
Yeah, I know.
Enter if you wish. But it is a foul place.
Alright, now.
Persistent, aren't you?
Ugh.
Do you really think you can keep me from acquiring the
Amulet of Kings is under the protection of Stendar's war.
We went through this.
It will never be yours.
Ah, Sai. You still don't understand, do you? My plan will succeed because of your ward of Stendar. It will prevent Molag Bal from observing or interfering. By the time the ward is down and the amulet is mine, it will already be too late.
You're insane if you think you can betray the god of schemes.
Naive child. You know nothing. Shim El Adabal, the red diamond at the center of the Amulet of Kings, is the most powerful soul gem ever created. With the amulet in my possession, I will absorb Molag Bal's power, reducing him to an empty husk of ethereal flesh. Then I will trap his essence within the gem. In time, the name Molag Bal will be forgotten. In time, all of Tamriel will bow down before me. Soon, the god of schemes will have a new name. Manimaka.
Oh, that was a little laggy.
I think I would like him even less as a god.
Continue to the courtyard. I was about to say, what the hell, yo? I ain't done. Why is there a portal there?
Please, a moment, my friends. I must rest before we continue.
Sai, are you all right?
No, he's
Bastard
not.
really hurt you, didn't he? I swear to the gods, I'll take his head off.
I'll be fine, Snow Lily. I just need a moment to catch my breath.
Take all the time you need. I'll keep watch. If there's anything I can do, just name it.
An enchanting moment. I'll be over here bringing up my lunch.
Set.
Yeah,
We must come.
I get it.
The shrine is on the far side of the room. Quickly, we must find our way across.
I have a surprise for you, Sai. Do you remember your fallen comrades from the giant? I've taken the liberty of wounding them, and they're quite anxious to see you.
I have no wish to disfigure the corpses of my old comrades of the Dragon. We must consecrate the shrine.
Alright.
Stendar, God of mercy, charity, and justice, empower us with your wisdom and vision. Help us to right the wrongs of this world through your grace and with your guidance. Encourage us as We smite the wicked and punish the unjust.
You certainly did a thorough job hiding the amulet, Sai. Couldn't you have just stuffed it in a mattress or something?
The second shrine is in the chamber beyond. There is a trick to reaching it. Puzzle of sorts.
Let's go.
The altar is on the far side, but to reach it, the drawbridge must be lowered.
No. This is what I hate about even the other companion. Oh no!
The drawbridge. I seem to.
Yo, get your guys' butts down here. Okay, stay put. This is it. Okay, now if I can remember this right, this lever first. Those go down. This lever next. That one goes down. Those go up. This lever, every all of them go down? Hold on. No, that's, yeah. Damn it. Well, I got them all to go up. I know this last one does not. It brings up that other one on the other side. Oh, bingo. Okay. Bingo. Got it.
Kill them!
Consecrations. Beseech you to lower your wards and grant us safe passage into the Vault of Kings.
Dank corridors, crumbling walls, nauseating smells. This place has all the charm of a Riften brothel. It must feel very
you mean
much
a
like
crypt
home
filled
to you,
with the
Titanborn.
rotting corpses of inbred kings and failed statesmen? Must be what it's like at a Tharn family reunion.
Oh. No. No. I hate when
Are
this
we
happens.
finally-
Can we get off the...
Are we finally...
I can't. There.
Pathetic efforts will not succeed. The Amulet of Kings will be mine.
By Stendar's grace and the sword of my father, you will not win, Menamarco.
Soon, you will know the extent.
It's like they're all
of my
facing the
power
opposite
and
way of him.
bow
Don't look
before
at
me.
him. We acknowledge he's speaking, but we don't look at him.
Through the power of the Amulet of Kings,
Kings
I
will
be
bow.
transformed. All the nations of Tamriel will bow before me. They will worship me and beg for my mercy. all will know the name of Manimarco as their one true god.
You'll never get away with it, Manimarco. We'll fight you to our last breath.
By all means, my old friends. Try and stop me.
Alright. Let's go.
There it is.
I'm ready. You're absolutely right.
Look, the amulet. I can see it from here.
Worm!
You are nothing. I am Manimarco.
Keep Manimarco occupied. I'll close the portal.
Minions, arise! Obey me!
I will hold them at the portal. Focus on Manimarco.
Do you really think that death can stop the most powerful necromancer Tamriel has ever known? This is merely a transition.
Oh yeah.
First step towards true immortality. Now witness my true power.
No,
Watch as
I don't think
rise
so.
up from the grave and ascend
No.
to godhood.
No, you don't.
Worm!
Worm!
You think you can betray the Lord of brutality and domination?
Nope.
without consequence?
Oh, here we go. It's
You
coming.
will pay for your arrogance. You will rot in agony for the rest of eternity. Your tortured screams will echo
Bye.
through oblivion.
Good luck with
to
that.
serve as a warning to others.
Ugh.
Everything Manimarco did was designed to pit us against each other. We can't let that happen. Look what we can accomplish when we work together.
I've not forgotten Vestige.
Yeah, man, my soul's still, like, you know, whatever. Alright. Oh, yeah. Give it to me. Telling you, man, the vat staff is amazing. So, minor magic steal with the minor life steal. Get the vat on this, and now we got a sustain, a way to sustain on top. A lot of people like the vat destros, which they're good, but for this build I'm definitely using the resto. Resto in PvE is amazing. If you're a healer, not using, like, not every configuration it optimizes. But there's a lot of builds where Ellie, like, if anything but Templar on PvE builds, it is way much better than Ellie Drain. So much better. I love it. God, I love it. It's time.
The companions assemble
Well, whatever. I'll talk to him. Sure. This is whatever. This is the easy part, and we're getting ready to do the end. I get it. Whatever. I just want to get through this, man. We're almost there. We're at the clutch point.
Welcome back, Vestige.
Yeah.
In my sleep.
There's no need. I don't need the visions.
Saisahana, something
You guys want to see the visions? That's cool.
We want you to join us as our 5th member.
Failed.
Perhaps you were right.
Yes.
Where do you see yourself going after all of this is over? I mean, assuming bloody business. Me? What? No. Can you imagine it? Oh, lots of... One last thing. You like mead?
Yeah.
I knew I liked you. Let's not forget the struggles that got us to this point. We're almost home. We just have a bit further to fight.
Are you all insane? You do realize what we need to do, right? We have to fight a Daedric prince. Amulet or no, this is going to mean more death. Vestige, come here. I'll tell you what they're afraid to mention. Getting all the farm, I suppose. First, then, with the amulet.
Yeah. Oh, I don't care.
The fact of the matter stands, however. One of the 5 will need to give their life to fuel this attack, when the time comes.
So you said before the vestige arrived. And I've already thought it over. I'll do it.
Snow Lily, no.
No. No. Don't do it, Snow Lily.
This is my duty. Penance for my numerous failures. This is my chance to make things right.
The scroll said nothing of this moment, so I'm not bound to their dictates. Vestige, I ask that you let me do this one thing. All that has happened was because of my hubris. I shall be the one.
Sire, we've done enough.
We're at 38.9, 39.
As the one who will fight the Daedric
But we're going to be
prince, the
adjusting
Vestige
this.
should decide.
I don't
So
see you leaping to volunteer, Tharn. Saving your own
we scaled
backside,
39,
Hard as it may be, Lyris,
but we only have,
I'm the only
with a
one who knows the
potion,
ritual and
currently
don't have time to
18.
anyone
We'll
else.
infuse the one ring,
That's enough.
adjust the health a little bit to
We need to
offset,
fight here and
to
now.
maintain.
Vestige,
So I'll drop us about, you know,
I have
we'll be able
some
to
words.
maintain around 28, and that'll bring us about 38, 37.5. Because we do want a lot of mag recovery with this build. Currently, the resistance is whatever until we drop. We're going to make the alterations to that as well. So when I'm done, I should have almost 21,000 physical resistance with the other thing, and we'll be close to 26, or no, 20. Yeah, well, a little less. You know, about 25.5 or something. But we'll be over 20 on spell resistance, and we'll over the 15 on physical. So that's going to be kind of important because physical really does like to stack the pen. And honestly, you're going to need a lot of sustain
When the plane melts,
and heals on this type of configuration. You got to pop, man. If Stam Tunes get on top of you this update, you're pretty dead. You're really dead. Mag's just at a real huge disadvantage due to, like, you know, the association to scale and speed. Okay, those are the two factors. If you want to build damage as a mag tune, you have to take survivability into action, man. You know, it's just the way it is. Mag still can pull out some stuff, for sure. Mag Warden is probably sits at some of the better advantages due to Frostcloak. It's mobile, you know, unlike Magplar. Magplar has to be sitting, but the minor mending does give you a nice cushion when you have to, you know, stop to recuperate. But Magden's really strong.
Ah, good.
This is my favorite part.
Speak with me, greetings.
Yo, what's
I am
up,
Varnus.
Vanis?
Yes. It's height. I want you to meet.
Yeah, we've been taking your chum over there. And I like the fact that they have these characters, like Minimarco, I think was mentioned, referenced in Oblivion. I think Vanis was too. Yeah, Vanis was. You know, so there are characters that we get references in other Elder Scrolls, but you actually get to see them in this version. They're actually here. So like I said, it's kind of important to, you know, play through the game, especially if you're an Elder Scrolls fan, because then you see why these references are important in the later in the games that we typically associate with the Elder Scrolls universe.
Well, well, if it isn't the hero of... I'm the leader of Geo's. Little did... Turns out I'm glad you came, Virion. I'm calling in.
Thank you for coming so quickly, champion. Trust the war you're in. I found.
Yeah.
Greatly esteemed Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri.
That's how we approach royalty.
It is my great honor to present to you.
Varnus, you're so formal. I remember the patience and kindness you showed an awkward, freckled waif all those years ago on fair Somerset. You captured this child's heart then, and it remains with you to this day.
You warm an old man's heart, my queen. I remember well those halcyon days.
As do I, my old friend. Sorry about all these guards. I'm told they're necessary. These are dark days.
A wise precaution, my queen. My counsel would be no different. If you'll permit it, my companion would like to speak with you.
Ah, yes. Let me meet this hero I've heard so much about. It's not often the heroic deeds of one who by all rights should be considered a mortal enemy reach my ears. Come, let's talk. Varnus is a dear man. In many ways, he is family to me. Since he has given you his trust, I'm willing to set aside our differences. But under different circumstances, you and I would be sworn enemies. Well spoken and point taken. To be perfectly honest, a true champion is like a stone cast upon... Humility is a noble thing. But you must also... And you need all three of the alliance.
That went well, I think.
Tell the lovely daughter.
Yeah, King Emmerich's not as, you know, polite about things.
Esteemed High King Emmerich, I thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I would not presume to waste your time without good reason.
We've known each other for some time, Master Galerion. You aren't known for your capricious whims. Tell me, though, who is your companion?
Your Majesty, this is Skald King Yoren's personal representative, here to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
The Skald King sends his personal champion into his enemy's stronghold? Either he has a lot of faith in you, or he's trying to get you killed. I'm intrigued. Come, let us speak.
Bella's legs, but you are a bold one. Even the bards of Wayrest sing of your exploits. I must confess.
Tell me then, is it madness that drives? That's a bit of a dreary subject, but I prefer that over some angry line like, I've come here to kill you, Your Majesty. I'm glad you didn't say that. So you want to talk about everyone's favorite Daedric prince, then?
Ha! I'm sorry. I think I must have misheard you. For a moment, I thought you were saying you wanted to battle a Daedric prince. That would be...
Give my best to Thrush.
I didn't think it possible.
I don't
So,
think...
you've been mingling with the enemy, have you, Daria? Just so you know.
All three leaders have everything. Then,
Open the portal. Yeah,
word
let's
has been given.
do this.
a moment, please. I'll wait for you on the other side. Welcome.
So
Two kings and a
currently,
queen with barely a thimble
our
of
Soul
patience
Magic
between them.
5.
Reaching a compromise will be no small task.
This
I
one's really
promise.
going to be good. You know, once you drop below 20, just a nice little AoE effect, too. So it does come in handy. The other ones, not so much. Whatever. This one, absolutely. We're almost there.
Third. Look, it's Lady Laurent.
Yeah, what? Yeah, hey.
Careful with
please,
that, you clumsy
don't-
fool. Do hurry it up. We're missing everything.
Whatever.
I never weary of your charms, Lady Laurent.
Vanus Galarian as I live and breathe. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had no idea the summit was to be held on the legendary island of Stirk.
The summit is...
It seemed a fitting choice. It was here that the leaders of the First
summit
Era
is just...
assembled the All-Flags Navy to do battle with the Slode.
I can't wait to see what surprises Molag Bal's realm has in store for us.
We are waging war, not embarking on a sightseeing expedition, milady.
Fear not, Vanus. I can take care of myself and my useless lump of a manservant. Stibbins, haven't you finished tying those... I don't care who you are. If you can't carry my luggage, you're useless to me.
Well, milady,
Smack.
you must dash.
What the-
We're expecting the summit.
I ain't fucking...
Wonderful. It's Tellinger. Here's Tellinger, the artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Vanus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you?
Getting the leaders to cooperate will be no small task.
Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day. The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
Yeah, it's all good. Whatever. Let's get the argument going on.
High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Irene of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial city.
I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will
She's got a
not
point.
wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female.
She's older than you, Emmerich. What the hell are you talking about?
To sit upon the ruby throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vanus, but I'm going to check on my lion guard.
Whatever.
This is an intractable.
Yeah, we'll use the guilds.
I tried, but what about...
Urine is being... Is there? Nor do I.
Whatever. Yeah, what's up?
I don't doubt.
It's all good. You get it.
I haven't.
He has arrived.
No.
I can't.
You traitor.
Ryan, what's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Molag Bal! Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back. How amusing, and yet so very sad. All of Nirn shall be mine.
Oh wait, I didn't close that one? Oh shit.
I thought we... After that terror... Honored leaders! You have seen the face of our enemy! Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor.
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanus is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Akruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanus.
The time has come, champion.
Let's go.
Let's do it. What I won't do to get a skill. Let me check the up. Yeah, Snow Lily. Yeah, yeah. It is Snow Lily. I'll do anything to grab certain skills. Jeez, what I won't do. Snap. Yeah, Vanna's open it up, man. Let's do this. Go, 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 go. I still got to get my Mages Guild unlocked. That's going to be, you know, kind of a scenario that we got to, you know, attend to as well. But let me check the time. We're making good time, actually. It's not too bad. There you go, man. What's up?
Welcome.
All right. Yeah. But whatever. I hate that. Let's go. I got time to be killing stuff. Welcome to Cold Harbor.
Long ago, this city existed in Nern. It was alive and vibrant, and went by a different name.
Yeah. I totally see it. Got sucked in here, huh? Alright, is there a big giant like hole in Nern now?
Its people were devoted to Prince Meridia, the Radiant One. They lived in peace and assumed themselves safe from any dangers.
So they worship Meridian, and they still ended up in Cold Harbor. Yeah, it seems like
But
it's a
Meridia
just
has enemies,
turn of events.
such as the despicable Molag Bal. The Prince of Murder sent minions from Cold Harbor to destroy her beloved city.
Yeah.
The city's defenders did what they could, but they were no match for Molag Bal's forces. Everyone outside the walls was slaughtered, but the warriors and mages managed to seal the gates to protect those huddled within.
Just trotting along.
As fortune would have it, the Ayleid King Lalorian Dainar was visiting the city. A skilled warrior and tactician, he quickly took command of the city's defenses.
Oh, this tour is really nice. You guys maintain water here too. Does it rain in this place?
The Ayleid King single-handedly protected one of the gates. As he fought, he prayed for assistance, and his prayers were answered. Meridia felt compassion for her followers, but she also saw an opportunity. Molag Bal's open portal worked both ways. The time had come to take the battle to Cold Harbor.
Oh, right. So you'll let this place get sucked in. Yeah, that's... And how long has this been in? Since the aliens? When that worked out well.
Meridia warded the city and pushed it into Cold Harbor.
Yeah.
The city arrived intact, but many of its inhabitants were either killed or scattered by this realm's protective spells.
So she screwed her
King was captured.
worshippers. Yeah. That's
Still,
benevolent.
Meridia had accomplished the impossible. She stabbed a dagger into Molag Bal's side. A portion of her realm was in his domain, and he could not touch it. The survivors lost faith, however.
Yeah, well, yeah.
One by one,
that would happen.
They left the safe confines of the city to try to return to Nern. They were foolish, and they paid the price for rejecting Meridia's edicts.
No, if that's what you want to call it.
Meridia foresaw a day when an opportunity would arise. An overconfident Molag Bal. Champions from another plane. On that day, this city would become the focal point for the assault against the Lord of Schemes.
And that day has arrived. It just comes up at the most great of times.
I say that the day this city shall serve, you must go. I recommend heading. King Dinah is.
Alright, yeah, cool. Awesome. So, first time when you get into this place, unlock the way shrine. Alright, make sure you have that way shrine unlocked. Okay. That one we can't go to yet. You have to go to each place accordingly. Try not to get caught up in side quests. If you do, you'll be here for a while. Trust me. Alright. Sky shards will kind of throw you off as well, but I recommend getting them at a later point. And water. Don't.
This is just terrible.
Friggin' do it.
What should I do? What should I do?
Do I have to take that quest? Fuck, I don't think so. Maybe I do. Shit. We'll do a quick travel and grab it anyways. Definitely don't want to get caught up. Yeah, you do. Okay. So we'll go back. Certain quest lines tie together in here. Okay, to the Army of Meridia. Basically, you're prepping, I guess, the entire invasion of, you know, and whatever. There's 3 sections to it, 3 gates. So definitely want to be on it. Whatever. So we'll take this quest. Yeah.
I'm a wood elf. There was a
Yeah, I know you're a wood elf. Great, awesome. Yep. Yeah, whatever. Hey.
I find your antics to be quite enticing, little mortal. It's pity. Most.
Yeah, I'm gonna see you again. Trust me. Well, somebody didn't make it. Got one around here.
Scordo sent you, didn't he? Thank Tall Papa.
Yeah, awesome. Another one.
Scordo set up
Break
a
those
rock
rocks.
in the north
Dig
part.
those ditches.
I'll see you then.
Because I want you to.
Find your ancestors, friend, and know that Vicord will avenge you.
All right.
Your weariness and despair are my meat and drink. And I'm famished.
I gotta go up here and get the key. Won't think about it.
Hey, Aruz, I owe you one. Fort Morgath! Grab the key. It's in that chest
I already
over there.
did it.
I'll go back and check.
Oh, look
Meet
at
me by
that.
the passage
A
door.
lead. That's whatever.
Just give up and let your mind unhinge.
That's all right. Oh, we're good.
Only madness brings peace in this dread realm.
All right.
Ah, mortal.
You know, here's my question. How do you keep getting to all these different planes of oblivion? That's my question. You know, you are a very, very suspicious Daedra there.
Before this, did you more?
Yeah. Die. Heavy sack, don't mind if I do. Thank you. Lore book. I could use that. side. Okay, that's all. Yo, man. You stalking me?
I find your antics to be quite following mine.
Man, you're a stalker. Where's it at? No. I think I have to come up here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got your sword. Okay. Yeah, now I gotta go get this helmet, right? Right. I did it. I got your stuff.
You killed Ifriz, Ioram. What else could there possibly be left to talk about?
Get a hold of yourself, Arak. Ifriz isn't one of ours. He's the bastard that runs this place. You're being manipulated. Here's our roster. You won't find Ifriz on it.
Let me see that. I'm sure I knew him. Didn't I?
Why do you have a Breton helmet?
Way to get out of this tower of lies.
Who's that? Is that a Dremora?
I grow weary of this situation. It's time to put an end to Ifriz's interference. You need to kill Ifriz. I need him dead. It seems we have a common goal to discuss.
Help from a Dremora?
We share a common... Do we? Ah, little...
Yeah. Sure. How convenient. He's been lurking here the entire time.
But it would avail you.
Alright. Weapon is charged, whatever.
You and I will meet again, I think.
I think we will.
I look forward to seeing what trouble you get into next.
I totally think we're gonna meet again. I can foresee it. And first part's done.
You helped us get. Could have just taken it. Scordo, you're free.
And that also means
We live to see if you had half a brain in your head, you'd run and hide.
we'll now
I'm
can
really sorry,
morph
Scordo.
our rune
I didn't
focus.
mean to cause so much trouble.
And you want the channel on the mag,
An
obviously.
army of Daedra right toward us. You ignorant scatterbrain. Sorry excuse for a wood
I'll
elf
never
weakling.
do anything like that again. I promise.
And then we can go ahead and put on our Radiant Destruction and finish leveling this.
Good for nothing wood elf and introduce his backside to my
So,
very large boot.
because we were close and whatever. And then once all of this is there, we pulled the Soul Shatter here. And pretty much that's about it. We got this pretty much laid out too. This bar's laid out, but we want to get that Panzera morphed as well. And that's how we do it. All right, guys. I'm going to let you guys go. Harold, of course we are, right? Going to see her again. She gets the whole DLC, right? Doesn't she? Of course we're going to see her. Of course. Of course. Of course. I you know, it's kind of fortuitous, right? You know? It was, you know, things were meant to happen. But, yeah, definitely certain content's worth unlocking. And if you're new to ESO, I do definitely recommend checking it out, unlocking it, get those skill points. It's well worth it, and you'll pick up some additional abilities you thought you might not ever utilize, and you'd be surprised. But as always, I'm Mr. Craven. This is Mystics MMOs. Thank you all for stopping in. Have a nice day.